I
We
do
are.
apologize. Like, I caught it right before you went into like the prayer piece, but the audio didn't work up to that point. So they'll
It's fine.
catch asking for prayer, which is honestly the most important thing that we do. So
You know what? That's fine. You wanna
so
you
the
wanna just
video is gonna look awesome. Like you guys are just gonna be pantomiming, like pointing at each other in the wrong direction because it's on my screen, which
yeah.
makes it
We
so much
oh
better.
yeah, for sure. It's the Brady Bunch thing. You caught none of that, and that's fine. You know who we are at this point. If you don't, why are you here? No offense.
Welcome.
That's right.
How did you find
Why are
us?
you here?
Why are you here? Go back to episode 1, you lunatic. Why are you jumping in nearly at 40 in? Come on.
You do realize we are not Critical Role. We're better.
I like to think so. Y'all are
Not to
great.
completely derail us. We roll for prayer every week, and
Yep.
this week
Yep. Who won it? 14?
it was 14 the highest.
I think so.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I guess I'm praying.
Alrighty.
Hi, Brandon.
All right,
Let her rip.
All
Go
right.
for it, Tater Chip.
Do we have any prayer requests from the Facebook group this week?
I didn't see any this week.
I just checked and we did not. No, not this week.
Okey-dokey.
My close friend has just had a child diagnosed with autism. It's level 1, and he's only 4 years old, but it's still tough to parent that. And be in prayer that they will discover and be taught the tools to do it effectively, based on their unique kid. Yeah, no one ever prepares for that. Nothing could prepare you for that. So just be in prayer for them, please, as a family.
All right, let's go before the Lord. Heavenly Father, we want to thank you first and foremost for your blessing, for bringing this little group of together from across the country. Thank you for this game that nerds have created, that creativity and imagination has created, that we can fellowship and tell wonderful stories using this game system. Bless this night, bless the story that is being told, be with the roles, both on the players and the DM. We lift up our little community. We lift up those of our own friends, of our family. You know where we are in our needs, in our circumstances, the things that we are praying for. We leave them all to you. Lift our friends, their circumstances, particularly lift those who have children who are on these points, on these spectrums that require the parents to be at points they may have never thought before. We just ask for all of these parents. You would give them the guidance, the wisdom that they need to properly love their children, but also to raise and rear them in your discipline and instruction. That should be the best way to do. Bless this night. Bless this fellowship. We pray all this and more in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. So, who I'm gonna do roleplay dice for last week, and I think that I'm actually gonna give it to Joffrey, based on the fact that he put some pieces together about lore that has been done so far, and I reward when you pay attention because I am a generous DM. So now let's
Okay.
do yeah.
I'm
Thank you.
generous and benevolent. Also,
Am I not a
humble.
what is it? What is it the guy from 300 says? I am a generous god.
That's right.
Remember our conversation about evil? Oh no, I was just asking.
Who, me?
And he's dead.
Yeah, rocks fall, everyone dies.
Died.
All right, Jesse, Brandon, Rachel, or
Who wants to recap and go for recap dice?
I did it last week.
Okay.
I just got role play, so I don't think it should be fair that I go.
Yeah, that tracks. Brandon,
Brandon,
you've been voluntold.
Okay, I guess.
He's like, I wasn't paying attention. I don't remember.
Yes,
That
and this
would
is
be-
his punishment.
I might post the videos, but I don't watch the videos. Like
You're in the video, you
I mean,
dummy.
I'm in the videos as well.
My
okay.
dog looked up at how high my voice just got. You disturbed my princess napping.
Right.
Um,
All right. So we started off in the courtyard with the big 4 security machines. Combat ensued. They got they were called off by Jesse's daddy.
no,
Uncle,
close
That's
enough.
right. Uncle, daddy, uncle, brother, cousin, whatever.
Uncle, brother,
grandpa.
daddy. Look, Stephanie's over there
They-
about to have an aneurysm.
So they got called off. Ryker had like this hissy fit that we had to leave immediately because he didn't want to get found out
About something.
about something. Right? He swears up and down that it's all on the up and up. We we suspect
We know
otherwise,
better.
but as far as we know, he was telling the truth.
Little halo, yeah.
Um,
Propped up by some horns.
we did a little bit of a time jump back. Red talked to the statues to find out about his
Vampirism.
And
Found
at
out he's
which
screwed.
point Roorn found out that I have vampirism.
Roar's just keeping everyone's secrets.
really
Lydle took him
is.
along on the contracts
Yeah.
run. Now he knows about the vampirism. Roar's just like everyone's therapist.
Right,
It's amazing.
Basically, yes.
And he technically knew about Mr. Cornelius Tor technically before that part was introduced by Ryker. So, yeah,
Yeah,
that's weird. I never thought of it that way. That
right. Red made Ryker very mad by kind of poking fun at him.
was it poking fun at him or just outright?
It was being
Fun.
an ass. I mean, it is what it is. I'll call a spade a spade. I was not being super nice. Kind of let some frustrations out on old Ryker there. It's not going to get any better tonight, by the way. But
No. No, it's not.
at which point Red was able to get the information, but got it through the statue about the thing that I can't remember the name of. That's really important.
The Esoterica. It's a library.
Yes.
Or wait, is it that?
thing.
No, that was
Yes.
Lyra. Was that it?
Lyra with the Esotericas. It is
Yeah.
the mystical forgotten library of myth.
Thank you.
Yes.
I would give you another inspo, but sorry. I can't.
But that was enough.
Yeah.
And that's all I remember. That's all you're getting from me.
Actually,
I
that's
mean,
pretty
I
darn
guess.
good.
I guess take
And-
your inspo.
And
Can't give you
Got
half a
all the
one.
lore. The whole
And a
lore
tuning-
dump.
a tuning fork vision about
Yeah.
a silver dragonborn and a tiefling cleric who
Oh yeah.
happened to be the Empress. And everyone, Roar especially, is very Nani the F word in.
Yeah, that
kinda
was
messed with some
Brack.
brains.
That was Brachtheon specifically. It was a name I've dropped a few times in this world so far. And he looks suspiciously like the Silver
Every
Scales
single
bodyguard.
Everyone that Roar's ever trained.
Right down to the scars and horns. It's kind of weird.
Just kind of noticed it.
Words, not the word Roar would use. Eerie and uncomfortable would probably be closer to.
Unsettling, yeah.
Yeah.
You learned that, yeah, the Empress has a past as a divine magic user herself.
With
And-
Kellavor, and Red
Yes.
was gonna go like cuss out Kellavor because that information would have been very useful, Kellavor.
Still going. Yeah. No. Not is was going to. Still going to. That's tonight. Homie gonna
Can't
get
wait.
it.
Mhm.
Can't wait. All right, good enough.
Well, we're at the tavern.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
Sleeping
uh,
Griffin.
yeah,
Yep,
We got our
Sleeping Griffin.
we have
did we buy our rooms yet? I think that was like
You-
the one
you
thing
did.
we had.
Steelbear Tor said that we could get rooms using his name, so we did. And so Ryker's currently in his room hiding.
Because the guy was kind of super mean to us and then found out who we were, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because
Good job. I hope you're keeping track of those inspos, Red. They might save your character.
especially after all that.
From me. Me specifically. Not
There's
even a
no-
monster.
There's no inspos in the world that could save a PC from the DM.
That's right.
That's valid.
Keep telling
That's
me that.
valid. Can I play with them a little like a cat with a blizzard? Just
Well, careful. You play with them too hard. That's how you get a Bram situation dying to Theron.
Yeah.
we were woefully underpowered for Theron. That was
No, you weren't. I gave you a challenge and then proceeded to wipe the floor with you all.
He was bad
Yeah,
business,
one of the few
boy.
times that's happened to us.
Yeah, it's nice to get spanked every now and then to remind us we're mortal. You gotta
So why the
adjust
problem is
expectations.
you one shot a spider the size of 8 giant
School bus.
trees, and
Yep.
and then the one elf. That's campaign 2, not campaign
Yeah.
3.
Anyways,
It was a good time.
That was a good time.
let's see what we can. Let's see if we can kick words and.
So you came down from this vision. You realized nobody else in the tavern had reacted, so you assumed that it was just for you. It might be something to do with the divine attunement that you guys have with the gods. And this being an occult artifact that shows. Remember when I explained it initially in the Vaults of Dessel, the stone tape theory? So just to refresh you guys. Yeah, of course you don't. So stone tape theory. Why am I freaking shocked? No, the stone tape theory is actually one of the theories behind why hauntings occur. It's implied in this theory that if a emotionally charged moment happens, that it's actually physically written into the material of that space, and it's energetically replayed over and over and over again. That's hauntings. And this tuning fork, being an occult artifact, if I were to get meta here, can unlock the resonance behind that energetic signature of a high emotion event. And in this instance, the high emotion event was something to do with Moira Hope, the cleric, meeting Alamvor, or meeting Bractheon, the paladin.
I
Yeah.
remember that stone tape theory.
Yeah.
Miss-
It's a genuine, it's a real life thing that actually some people bandy around. It's parascience, but it's fascinating. So you have your rooms. Ryker has already absconded up to his room. What would you all like to do?
Lydle
We have
will
a-
go into Riker's room to talk to him.
Okay, and before you do that, Roorn, what was it you were going to ask, honey?
Is it everybody gets a room, or are we I guess the important thing would be if Ryker is as scared as he is
Mm-hmm.
he going to want a room alone?
It's a good question. Ryker, do you think you want a room alone?
No.
You gonna invite Lydle to room with you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not thinking very like chronologically here, so it's kind of like whatever I got. But no, I don't want to be isolated at the moment.
That's valid. I will say, based on the size of this tavern and inn, that the rooms are double rooms, each having 2 beds. So it's not impossible for you to have a roommate for the night or several.
One of us will be sleeping alone if it's 2 to a room because we're 5.
Mm-hmm.
I will take the room by myself because I have.
I mean, not necessarily because Kenji is. We're always together.
That's valid.
This is true.
You may be by yourself, but
There's
you're never
enough
alone.
inside for Kenji to house 2 beds.
I love it. I love it. There's her pretty face. Hello,
But
darling.
Red did say he wants to have a room to himself because he has a conversation he wants to have.
That's fair. Yeah, that would probably be wise. So, Riker, you disappear up to your room, and after several minutes, you get the telltale knock of your friend Lydle.
I'm not sure I would have even knocked, to be
I mean,
honest with you.
you could let him in, or he can pick the lock. You know how he operates.
Careful,
I kind of
Lydell.
want to see what happens if he picks the lock.
No,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Lydell, Riker's in fight or flight mode. You don't want to come in unannounced because the door might be trapped and or a delayed fireball right at the door.
Yeah.
I'm just
Riker,
thinking that
you hear the knock. What do you do?
I would. So I'm pacing back and forth inside the room. Just I hear the knock. I stop. I turn. I look. Are we connected? Psychologically.
I don't think right now
Currently,
we are.
no. Currently,
Okay.
no.
But I
Then
would think that Lydell would use a familiar knock. If he's gonna knock, he'd use something that's very familiar to you.
Oh yeah, you guys established knock patterns
Yeah.
like when you first started to travel for safety.
All right. Well, I'll have a spark in my hand that I'll kind of hide behind my back as I crack the door open, make sure it's him, and then I'll let him in, dismiss the spark, close the door right at, and throw the bolt, and I'll go back to pacing. Just walking.
hmm Just burning a hole in that carpet.
Yep.
I think that at that point, Lydell would invite you to have a seat.
I can't sit right now, Lydell. We need to go. We need to get out of here. We need to move. We shouldn't stay the night. We shouldn't sit down. We need to get out. We need to go. Head north. Take care of this thing, the crystal thing, and do what we got to do up there. Whatever it takes.
Okay. Does anybody else want to do anything before I start this?
Thank you for asking. You muted.
I
Joffrey.
think last session, I think Roorn took the bag of holding because he was originally going to start looking for the muse, but seeing as everyone wandered off, he will turn and look at. He'll first go to look at Red because at this point, Red is his BFF.
Yes.
Aww.
It takes stabbing each other, or it takes being stabbed by him to become his best friend.
I'm totally good with that. And it checks.
Yep.
And seeing the absolute. Actually, will you allow an insights to read Red to get the sense of just how utterly
Livid.
livid Red is in regards to I should leave him alone?
Oh yeah,
Would you allow that?
It's a pretty low DC too.
Okay. That will be that'll be a 12.
Yeah. So you could definitely tell Red's face is like his jaw is like tight as a bowstring and his back is like rigid with rage. He looks like he's ready to curse somebody into a grave.
And then some. So then Rowan will see that and go,
Nope.
look to Kenji, which again, I cannot roll for the rest of today to see whether or not it is Kenji because I whiffed my last time. I'm up to 19.
It'll eventually
DC
happen.
eventually happen. So, we need to get resources for food going out to the mountains. So, we're gonna go. You and me, we're gonna go now.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
All right. So then Roran will, without even like, as soon as he gets, he's just gonna grab Kenji and just, and we are leaving.
Yep.
To give Red the space he needs to go off. That he has a feeling some god is about to get an earful, and Ryker has disappeared, so which means Lydle is dealing with that. So Roran and Kenji are moving to the market and looking for our mysterious muse. So that is what the oh my gosh, the two barbarians are off doing.
I know.
The two barbarians are off
Oh
shopping.
no! Oh no!
Let's go do
Oh,
something.
oh no! This is gonna. What did I do?
This is going to end poorly. I can feel it.
To be fair, one of these barbarians is a little bit more not barbarian-esque than the other. I actually think both barbarians are kind of not normal barbarians. So this is not like two Maras going to market.
God, tomorrow's
That's
going to
true.
market. We'd never
Can you
see them
imagine?
again, is what would happen. Oh my gosh.
We'd be in the middle of a
Well,
war in 10
you know,
minutes.
the problem is Mara and soon-to-be villain Betterduck going to market.
We'd be bailing y'all out of jail,
Mm,
if we were lucky.
Or breaking them out of jail with us.
Yeah, that's more accurate. Let's be real. They'd rope us in somehow.
Yeah.
right.
Such good
So
times.
Lydle will move back to you since we've.
Yep.
Well,
Unless you want
okay.
to do red first.
Well, I was gonna say let's.
Red, would you like to go first and have your conversation with Kalimvor? If, you can manage it.
Yeah, I can. However you want to do it.
Okay.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
I serve at the will of the president.
Attaboy. No, it's really a matter of, I ultimately think yours is ironically going to be shorter.
It's fair.
So we can knock yours out and then give Lydle and Ryker the floor to do some very juicy role play. So do you want to just try to do this standing in a tavern with people, or do you want to go up to a room and be private?
No, I will. Go up to. I'll go up to the room. I will dig through my. I will dig through my bag. I will find. I will find probably whatever. Some candles. I will
yeah.
grab my holy symbol. And I will just unleash the call of prayer to connect.
All right.
And I will roll a
Religion
check for you here.
We're gonna find a body with a stake through his heart because Kalimvor is just ticked.
Yeah, probably. That's a 24.
Okay. You most assuredly, you you definitely do all of the ritual correctly. And you actually find it a touch easier to find that point in your spirit that reaches out. Perhaps because of the doubly innate connection that you now boast, thanks to Kellenbor's personalized touch on your unlife. You, for lack of a better term, knock. And Kellenbor answers. What is it, Red?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt you doing something important?
Actually,
Like-
yes, believe
Like
it or not.
lying to me? Actually,
Red.
probably not even lying. More maybe withholding the truth.
Red. There are bigger problems right this moment.
Right,
Have
like,
you
oh, I don't know. The Empress used to work for you?
not because of the content of what you just said, mostly because he's trying to get his point across. You feel to the best way you know how to describe it is a cosmic smack. And it knocks you to the floor under the weight of the presence of your god's displeasure that isn't directly pointed at you. You take 4 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
As he barks through the connection. Enough! And takes a moment to compose himself as you kind of drag your goth butt off the floor. Jonathal, the planetar that met you outside of the Temple of the Dawn. Do you remember him? Have you seen him since?
No.
He's gone missing, and we don't know where he went.
And let me guess. Please help me, Mr. Red. Go find him. Then I'll tell you all about the Empress.
He gives a not short of sardonic laugh and says, "Respectfully, my cleric, if you can find him, wherein I and the rest of us gods failed, we have bigger problems
Well, let's keep
altogether."
in mind that I'm not the one cut off from the world like you are.
Jonathel is the planetar that met you guys outside of the Temple of the Dawn.
Yeah.
And basically helped you guys mind meld to go through the Handum temple crawl in Roran's head and undo some of his problems as you were actually crawling the real life temple.
It is kind of weird he
Um,
didn't show up at the end after we
Yeah.
cleared the temple, come to think of it.
Yeah, I don't think none of us put that together.
mhm. It's fine. My talent is wasted. The Kellamvor seems to kind of rein in his displeasure. Um,
Well,
you can even get the
I haven't reined in mine yet. How many failed days do I have on the vampirism?
you have I think one.
Okay. I will, just prior to severing the connection, I'll just go, I need you to understand, Kelvor, that there's already one strike, and then I will cut the connection.
It's very cute that you think you can.
Yeah. Don't ruin this for
He
me.
is
Give me
he
my
is
moment. Give me my mic.
Oh,
Give me my mic
back
drop.
back talking your god isn't enough of a moment for you. I'm
I mean,
sorry.
kinda. It is fun. I do live for that moment.
Before you shut the connection, Kellamvor says with complete sobriety, if that is the path you choose, if the destiny that I have in store for you isn't good enough, isn't worthy of your faith, then that is your choice.
I just prefer to have someone that treats me, I don't know, maybe a little better than holding out the information about the person who had me murdered. But thanks.
He gives, in this, not even sarcastic or sardonic, he gives a full on laugh of just, you stupid mortal kind of vibes, and says, Red, if you think that a master vampire is going to treat you better than me, I encourage you to forget the remove curse spell and join the ranks of the undead. You have my blessing, at least until the fangs sprout. But bear in mind, the minute you do that, the woman you love becomes nothing more to you than food. And you won't have me to lean on for support.
Yes,
In
well,
fact, no god will answer your call ever again.
leaning on you
If
for support thus far has been mildly entertaining.
bear in mind, I brought you back from a nondescript death and gave you the chance to earn a better one. The circumstances by which you do so are up to you.
Why did you not tell me about her?
Red, if I unveiled to you every secret of the universe, would you still have faith in me? Or is fate the substance of things hoped for? At some point, my cleric, And I would hope now, having been given more opportunity and reason to do so, faith is a choice. And you either have it or you do not. I can't foster it in you. I can't force it from you. And frankly, I don't want it if it's either. Which is something that the lesson of Moira Hope taught me some time ago. I suppose even us divines must grow. But I did not tell you because ultimately it wasn't pertinent. Whatever Moira Hope once was to me, and to your order, she isn't anymore. She is exactly who I have told you she is from the start. And I have never lied to you about that.
Not lying, but withholding. Yeah, fair enough.
You say
Call-
that in a way
call it
that
what
sounds
you
like
will.
it's distinctly not fair enough, Red.
Would it matter to you what I think is fair?
To a point.
In that case, no. I do not think it's fair. Do I care? Only in the sense that the patron that I serve didn't trust me enough to tell me. After everything I've done, the years of service that I've put in, the group that you've thrown me in with, minus the really tall guy, he's kind of cool.
He
Yeah.
stabbed you through the chest.
Yeah, but did you see what I did?
With the
In a,
power that I gave you.
in a very kiddie moment, like, did you see? Did you see? Ha ha ha.
I did see Red, and it was spectacular.
And you know my thoughts. You know what I would have done.
Oh yes, it would have been quite gruesome. There's enough going on in that half-angel's head. I think you would have thrown him for quite a loop.
Yes. So just a little more open about our communication. That's all I'm asking. And if that's too much to ask for, that's fine. Was I a little out of line going for the vampire thing? Yeah, maybe.
I have no say in how you choose to end your existence, Red. But I do have a say in where you go afterwards, and that's what I want to avoid, is being put in that position. Like all of my followers, I care for you. And it may not be in the way that you like best, but it's true. I don't want to resign you to a fate worse than what I awokened you from. But that is the domain that I have chosen to occupy. And as I have told you many times before, the scales must balance.
Well, you're not wrong there. Since we're chatting, what do you want me to do next, boss?
He gives a exhausted sort of like you've drawn him emotionally, which is something to say for a god, and just
I'm
says,
very proud of this, by the way.
"Yeah, he's throwing you a bone." Pun intended for a god of some degree of skeletalization. Um, you have the task of destroying the net stone northmost of this town. see to it, and it will open communication for all the followers on this continent of gods left. That is a incredibly important task. It will help to weaken the grip of the Empress over the people. For the last 20 years, she's been the closest thing to a god they have had. It's time to reawaken faith. Can you do this for me, my cleric?
Since you asked nicely, yes. But at some point, we are going to have a conversation about more.
And I look so forward to it, he says, with a high degree of sarcasm this time that he's not even bothering to disguise.
Yeah, okay.
And he kind of leaves the phone off the hook so that you get the pleasure of being the one to hang up. But because he did that and allowed it, it doesn't have the same level of satisfaction.
It's fair.
You get your way without the satisfaction of getting it.
And scene.
Yep. Awesome. Right. So now we jump upstairs to Ryker and Lydle having a spat.
Stephanie, hold on. So Rachel was talking about how she may need to go next with Roorn.
Oh,
Because-
that's fine. I must have missed that. Sorry.
It's okay.
Thank you for
You were
telling
a
me.
little busy with Red.
With a god.
Being a whole god.
I'm a generous god. No, that's a quote from 300. I'm not being sacrilegious. Jesus is King, Lord, and God of everything. Amen. Roorn.
So, Roorn
Kenji.
and Kenji.
Roorn and Kenji, you emerge from this tavern into the streets of approximately early evening. There's a lot of undead around you. Well, not specifically around you, but in the town in general. Once again, if it is a measure of how much a town resisted domination, this town must have resisted quite a bit. But despite that, there is no embered sort of banked coals of fighting spirit in this town the way that there was in Beldrin. There was no undercurrent of subversion running through the faces that you see that pass you. This town, for lack of a better term, feels dejected.
Subdued.
Do what now?
Subdued.
Yeah, I thought it was like I thought you said "What's up, dude?" and I was like, "Are you talking to an NPC I haven't introduced yet?" Hello. So sorry. I just had a
Born with
freaking
the-
cognitive dissonance moment. Oh my god, that was horrifying. Whew. All right.
What were we talking about?
Getting back in the brains. Where's my matcha when I need one?
Yeah.
So,
So which is going to be the most fun, Kenji? We have shopping we need to do for supplies because we have quite a journey ahead of us. However, I do feel a little bit of obligation to find that mysterious, beautiful muse of the tailor that reaches into the bag of holding and pulls out the dress just ever so slightly.
nice.
Ooh.
There's a part of me that really feels like this would be really fun to do.
Yeah. Yes, it will.
However,
the
let us
raven.
let's
the
be
ra-
let's be responsible. Supplies first, unless we get a lead.
Sounds like a plan. I agree.
All right.
So you wander through this town. following kind of your nose to a degree, to what equates the marketplace sort of quarter of this town, and it's not terribly different from other marketplaces you've been, with one exception. It seems like the prices of everything you can put your hands on is inflated 3, 4, 5 times. Um,
And you
but
sent
it
Rourn
looks,
to go shopping?
yeah,
Half of
that
his
might.
money is presently holding the two rogues' wager.
Oh gosh, this
Yep.
should be fun.
And the other and a good other portion of it is Lydle's that he handed you to hold.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Kenji doesn't have a whole lot in the way of money, so that's gonna be fun.
Let's roll an insight check to see if you notice just how much they're inflated by. Kenji, roll an insight as well.
I think it's the cheapest thing ever.
I
This is a
think
great deal.
Rourn, for some reason, is just so caught by so much dead that natural one also agrees with Kenji.
Oh
I
my
got the
god.
natural one as well.
Oh my god.
Hey, the berries were on the
Wait.
shopping.
Not
Wow. 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 Okay.
well, okay. Looks like we don't have no
So
money left.
We did not. Hey, no. This is for us to recognize
We're
how expensive
broke.
things.
We have no money anymore.
Well, if
no.
you're pulling a nat one on recognizing they're 3 times more than normal, we don't have any money left.
So what level of living expenses do you want to invest in for the group? Do you want
Rourn's the
squalid
last person because he is unfortunately
Spartan?
he is between what would be a soldier or what would be a commoner. He does not care for the aristocracy in terms of like the good food because he's a soldier.
Yeah,
Soldiers
right.
eat what they get.
So
So
between
it's
poor and modest, I would say.
that's where Rourn would be looking. That's probably still inflated a lot, but he's not looking for the good stuff.
So a poor standard of living per day costs 2 silver. A modest standard of living a day costs 5 gold. So for the interest of simplicity, let's just call it, or sorry, a gold. And if it's, let me roll.
The only thing I am thinking at this moment is the Family Guy skit. Brian, are we trash?
Yes.
The
So
disillusioned are nothing but trash.
Trash? Just like me.
yes. So everything that would have cost a gold, it now costs 4. If it's 4 gold per person per day for expenses, how many days worth of expenses for the group would you like?
Oh, now there's math involved.
I'll do the math for you. It's 5 people times how many days worth of expenses would you like?
Well, how many days is it going to take? It's at least a week, I
I was
would
gonna say we
get,
usually spend about a week per place, so times
because
7.
we are heading way out into the wilds. So
Let me
So
minimum,
144.
at minimum, it's a week.
let
Yeah.
me hang on. The unholy territories. Let me count the hexes on the map for you, because once again, I'm a good DM. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's approximately 8 days to the top of Mount Mythgold, which is
With
where the
We don't
a
next.
have supplies
with
still.
23 survival, would Roran, as they're doing this, start making like a mental note of the stories he's heard from the provinces? Because again,
Mhm.
captain the bodyguard, a
Sure,
rough
sure.
understanding of geography would probably have been required of him because there
Oh
were probably
yeah.
times he had to have. So he probably would go to Kenji and go, "We would need at least 16 days minimum of food, the bare minimum. Even if we're like dirt poor, we would need at least 16 days. If we can get
300.
to 14, if we have good hunting, maybe we can get it down to 12 with good hunting. But there's no guarantees of that from what some have said."
Gotcha.
You know from just having lived on this continent, um, there is a cursed forest at the base of this mountain. There's a lot of different ideas as to what caused the curse in the forest, but you're not confident you'd be able to reliably source food to supplement in that forest.
How much gold you got, Kenji?
uh,
Not much.
well, I have approximately 300 ish. And the deals are so good here. We should probably get some potions too while we're at it.
Oh,
Yes, well, let's at least do food first, but the problem is I have to, there's the rogue wager between you and the rogue to keep that gold separate, so that's 200 from me. So let's do food first, and then we'll go and basically tell them what they owe us to go buy them the actual potions.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh,
So
and by the
six-
way, we are going to gouge them for as much as they're worth.
I like the way you think.
He's referring to the party that has all the money.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
understood.
Yeah.
I got that. The
New
Total-
Roorn is surprisingly a lot more fun.
yeah, he's a little more loosey goosey, and it's fun. Yeah,
That
the
depends on who you're
total
asking.
For
The
60
total's-
days on food, how much would that run us?
about
320.
320 gold. 320 gold. 5 people, 4 gold a day, 16 days, 320.
You put
Woof.
forth 100, put forth 160. I put forth 160. Because 150 is 300. So if
Yes,
you do 160,
160. Yep.
so you do 160, I do 160. Halves it.
Let's hope you
Sounds
roll to deceive the party better than you roll to notice price gouging.
for real though.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Y'all, that was
He-
abysmal.
I just
It's
find it
beautiful.
apropos and funny the fact that the two barbarians and the barbarian that's now out of hiding go shopping
Yeah.
and
We
both
kinda got
roll
what we
nat
deserved on this one.
ones.
You did. You did. It's so good.
This is just
Loved
great.
it.
So
It
while
takes
they're
you some time. Go ahead.
at the I guess the market, is this like the market or are there other places? Because if this seems like the only place people would shop, Rourn would start asking around if any of the shopkeepers have seen a young woman with the features that were described to him, with the waist length raven black hair, a mottled frame with cheekbones that could cut diamonds.
The this is the only shopping area in the town that you can like grasp. There may be some odds and ends sold at like a couple of the a tavern or out the back of somebody's own home, but this is where the majority of enterprise occurs. As you walk up to various booths and like peruse their wares and purchase foodstuffs that are stable for travel, um, you notice that people look up at you with a degree of kind of surprise, as if they have not seen fresh faces in some time, and then a high degree of suspicion. And then following on the heels of that, something along the lines of pity. And you're not entirely sure why.
The
But
last
they
person
hide.
at a certain point, Rourn would broach this of, I apologize. I mean, he looks down at his friend of the clear friend of Dessel mark that is on his arm visible. You are the third person, all the shop people around here that have given me me and my compatriot here, the exact same look. It's the only market here. What? So why do you all look like you pity us?
It's a dragonborn male selling meat. He's a blue dragonborn, not even metallic. Who kind of looks furtively around as if he's making sure he's not being listened to. and he leans his scaly face closer to yours and says, "This town swallows people whole."
Rourn will
Beware the
lean
corpse.
in a bit closer as if he's trying to look at the meat, but it's subtly letting the dragonborn know that he's clearly trying to listen in without making it look like he's listening in. So if the dragonborn wanted to be a bit more open, he could.
He ponders what he's going to say next, gives another furtive look to each side, licks his dry, fearful lips, and says, "When the corpse contractor comes to visit you, don't take the deal. No matter how much he offers you, don't take the deal."
He will see a curse nod, and then Rourn will kind of lean back and go, "I would say this is a horrible deal on the meat. I am so sorry, Fred. I do think this might be a little too rich for my blood, so I will take your expertise on meat, wink, to heart."
The dragonborn kind of nods as if playing along. He looks even more unsettled having said that much to you. And you've got to wonder what in the heck kind of dynamic has infested this town to make everyone act so strangely. He pockets the gold you put forth, shoves some burlap wrapped meat across the table at you, and once you pick it up off the table, he pulls the shutter down on his booth.
Thorin looks over at Kenji.
Yes.
Something tells me we need to be. We might need to go look on our own for some meat.
Look for
Should we
him before he finds us, sort of thing.
should we inform Frodo and the others, or should we take this initiative on our own?
With how terrified Frodo is, I don't know if it would be beneficial for us to have somebody so scared. So maybe we just deal with this on our own.
I concur. Let's look for this meat dealer.
Agreed. Let's do it. I'm so excited.
Meanwhile, back at the
Kenji
inn.
goes, "Ooh."
Yeah. Yorking back to Lydle and Ryker's conversation. You have entered Ryker's room. He's pacing, refusing to sit down, looking very sweaty, nervous, and uncomfortable. What would you like to do?
Lydle walks over to one of the beds, kind of shakes it a little bit to see if there's dust on it. If it's
There is
dirty or
not.
whatever. I was gonna say if it's dirty or whatever, he cast Mary Poppins on it. And he sits down, kind of on the edge, like the type of sit down that you could spring up from in a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
How else do you sit as Lydle?
Well, this is true. And very gently, very calmly, Ryker, you're not doing yourself or us any good. At the moment, I'm going to ask you again, please sit down so we can talk.
Fine. He kind of sits down and gets back up and starts pacing again.
That would be Lydle kind of reaches into his pocket, pulls out a scroll, and he says, Ryker, I have something I want to show you that I think may help you in the short term and the long term with your new situation that you shared with us. And I do kind of need you to sit down here with me so I can show it to you.
So, oh, sorry. I thought I sat down. I forgot I got back up. Sits back down. But his
At this
his
point,
leg is doing this thing.
yeah. At this point, so I'm going to let you know that if you start to get riled up, Lydle does have calm emotions ready. Just telling you.
I need to use it.
But I think by this point you would know that Lydle would never use it to harm you. He only uses it if he sees that it's just kind of necessary for you. But with that said, he looks at you and he says, you remember what I told you my actual profession was?
Yes.
I have in my hands right now one of the last contracts I have picked up. This contract will help you in the most helpful way. And I plan on fulfilling this contract. And he turns it to show you the name on the contract, which is your Mr. Tor. And he says,
Seal bearer Cornelius Tor. At the writing of that contract, the then new
yes.
seal bearer of Jandrel.
For a split second, you see relief on Ryker's face. And then he looks at you. No. We got to get out. We can't mess with him. You cannot stir the pot. Okay, don't understand how dangerous this is, Lydle. It's not just him. It's this whole place. There are eyes, there are ears everywhere. All right, we have to get out. We cannot try and change anything. What's done is done here. We have to go. We have to leave.
Lydle carefully and very methodically and slowly rolls the scroll back up, ties a little ribbon around it, puts it back in his pocket, and kind of adjusts everything, making himself look quite proper. And Ryker, I don't think that you understand what I'm saying to you. I have a contract. I have a man who has had judgment passed. I am the executioner, and it will be passed. I cannot walk away.
Ryker gets up off his feet. Lydle, you bleepity bleep idiot. Okay? Do you just kill anybody that you think the bleepity deserves it? Is that what you are? You're just an indiscriminate killer of any bleeping person that bleepity bleep, 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 that you think you deserve just because their name's on that paper. You don't even know who signed their name on that paper. Okay? Now, yes, he is a rotten scoundrel. Sure, he deserves it. But by doing that, you might be signing our death warrants. You might be signing my death warrant. Lydle, you cannot do this. His death will not fix anything. Okay? His death and our deaths, just for your bleeping ego, will not solve anything. We have to go. We have a job to do that the bleepity bleep gods put us out of the grave to do, and we need to do that. I don't care what you used to bleep and do. It's done. It's over. It's years ago. We need to bleep and move now.
Lydle kind of rushing himself. Are you quite done, Ryker?
Red, roll me a perception check.
That was good. I like that.
Nat 20, 28.
You heard every word of that. And if you and Ryker weren't locked horns at the moment, you'd probably be telling him, hey, listen, you need some absolution for that potty mouth of yours. Please continue.
After my conversation with Kelvor, I would probably bust in and be like, yeah, what he said about him.
Lydle will, as he says that, are you
The
quite
gift
done,
game.
Ryker? He stands up, his full height, very straight, very proper, and just looks at him. There's no, you see no malice, you see no anger, you see it. It's almost as though everything you said was shut right here. And he just says, with everything that we have been through, do you really think I would do it for my ego?
Why? Why must you do it?
It is my purpose. There's a difference between ego and purpose. And when the gods brought me back, they did not remove my purpose. As a matter of fact, if you remember, I firmly believed that the gods did not exist. And now I have seen them. And yet they still left me with my purpose. I do not kill indiscriminately. I would not kill indiscriminately. And I do know the signature that signed Mr. Torres' death warrant.
What if it was a different Taurus?
It wasn't. I will be executing this contract. I wanted to ask you for your help to make it easier. However, should you decide that you want to leave the town with the group, I will let you leave the town with the group. I, however, will be staying here to execute this contract. I will catch up with you.
Do this. You sign all of our death warrants. You sign contracts on all of our heads. That will be on you.
My dear Ryker, my dear Ryker, do you really think that I would purposefully put you in that kind of danger? No. Before I do this, as a group, we will be leaving this town together. As far as everybody will see, we will be gone. Oh no, we will not be here when he dies. But I will be.
I think you have it all figured out. You think you understand how this will go. I'm telling you, you don't. There are things here you do not understand. You tell us all.
Yeah, if anybody dies, it will be me. You all will not be dead. You will be gone. For the day before I do this, you will cast the illusion that I am with you. and you will all start heading towards where you need to go. I will be here. I will get back in that mansion. With or without your help. You all will be gone. There'll be no way for them to put you involved with this.
While you're talking, Ryker cocks his head as if he hears something. And for a second, he's like he's not even hearing you. And he looks at you. Lydle, I am asking you one last time on the basis of our friendship. If our friendship for the last year and a half has meant anything, I am asking you, I am begging you to not do this. Stay away from the estate. Stay away from that man. Leave with us out of this city. I am begging you.
You see Lydle, probably for the first time, break some. When you said friendship, when you said for our friendship, he breaks ever so slightly, instantaneously comes back. I would say that it's one of those where something hit and now he's contemplating. And he says, if I am to forego this contract this time, you will have to do something more than tell me that there's something here we cannot deal with. I will need to know everything. The truth, not a lie, not a half truth, not holding back. You will have to let me know why, with the skills that I've honed for over 50 years, I will not be able to take on this contract. If you can do that for me, if our friendship has meant anything, and you can do that for me, then our friendship has meant something. And I very well may be able to do that for you. But understand this, at some point, this contract must be fulfilled. He must not live. I have been asked by a man who held this contract to do what he can no longer do. But the gods have brought me back to be able to do that for a reason. And maybe this is not the time. That will depend on the things that you tell me from this point. However, do understand that there will be a point, and if it means I have to break off for a while, it will happen. But as of right now, I am more than willing to hear what you say. And I am more than willing to say that there's a good possibility, if what you tell me is truth, that I will hold off. Is that enough?
So at this point, Riker's heaving like he's just ran. He just turns away from you. Cortana.
At this point, I would say that
Your cat's like,
yeah, I would say that at this point, when you turn your back and you start screaming, he casts calm emotions on you. Because he realizes now that that's the only way you're going to be able to.
what's
To
the
calm
save on
down.
that? Wisdom?
It is charisma 14.
On the other side of the market, Roorn and Kenji just kind of just turn around like,
Yeah.
sounds like it's going well.
He's got it.
Can I roll with advantage based on like how incensed and how like what
I would allow that, but you turned around. You don't see it coming.
I was just gonna say, based upon what he is asking him to do. Like,
I understand what you said.
Okay. Well, he rolled a 13.
Mm-hmm. And if you're determined to beat it, if you have the inspo to spend, you may do so.
Don't.
Now, all she did was calm you down. He's not trying to.
You're still in
charm
your
you or-
mind. You're still in your right mind. It's not a truth
Yeah.
spell.
He just tried to help you bring your emotions down so you could think clearly. And so that the two of you didn't end up in some kind of a fight.
He patted you on the head and said, "They're there."
They're there. Hold, please.
Oh, for a second, he just puts his hands in his head, and he just stands there for a second with his back to you. And Steffi said, "Hold." I'll hold.
Yep. Okay.
Turns around and he looks at you. As our friendship has meant something, I won't tell you a lie. But I cannot tell you what you want to know. Please, I am begging you. Please trust me. Don't do this. Tell me you will not do this.
You see Lydle. The look on his face becomes very sad. And he thinks. You almost wonder if you're not seeing a glint in his eye from where tears are trying to form. Hold on. Okay. Well, took a turn. Lydle sits down. And he looks at you. And he says, Ryker, I do so wish I would have cast that on myself instead of you. Then I wouldn't feel. Something I never did before I met you was feel. You became more than a friend. You became like a son to me. You became almost everything, something I swore I would never have again because of the danger that I would put you in. And now it is coming true. I will sleep on what you said, but I will have to know more. Maybe not all of it. Maybe portions, enough to understand what's going on. Enough that it doesn't affect you, but enough to allow us to know what is happening. And I will sleep on it. And I will give you my answer in the morning. Understand that you are right now under my protection. Nothing is going to happen to you here without first killing me. So we are not leaving tonight.
Don't understand.
And you're not helping me to understand. We have to be able to understand. We have to have that communication. If there is a way, would it help if I opened up our communication mentally? Would that be better? Would it allow you to say more without speaking it out loud?
No, Lydle. This is a one-way road, unfortunately. You either trust me or you don't. There's no parts, no tidbits I can give you. All or nothing, and I cannot give you what you want to know.
Then give me the night. That's all, just the night. Let me sit here and let me protect you overnight. And let me come up with an answer. Not because I don't trust you, because I don't trust myself. Can you give me the night?
And
We will worry about this first thing in the morning. At that point, you see Lydle. He is sitting back on the side of the bed. He has pulled his rapier out and put it beside him on one side. He's got his dagger out on the other. And you see he has 3 vials on the stand next to the bed. Is there a stand next to the bed?
Oh yeah, each bed has like a little nightstand and drawer.
There are 3 vials next to the stand. And he just starts sharpening his rapier. And he says, Ryker, my suggestion is that you lay down and allow these calmer emotions to let you rest, so that when we do leave, you are fully rested and we have no issues.
will you give me your word that you are really going to stay here
I
all
am not
night?
leaving this room tonight, except maybe to talk with other members if they come back. But I will not leave to do anything. I've given you my word. I told you I would give you the night. And he looks at you and with a very sharp look. And I have never broken my word to you, Ryker.
No, you have not.
And with that, he just sharpens his rapier. Sometimes putting it down, taking up the dagger, sharpening that. And that's his thing. You can see that there's something going on in his head. But at this point it's shut down.
Ryker similarly puts his head down. He sleeps on his side, but he's laying back with on his back, and his eyes are flicking back and forth, and his jaw muscles are clenching and unclenching and clenching and unclenching. That's just how the two of them sit as you pan out for a long period of time.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you, well, I'm gonna give you both roleplay dice for that, and because I enjoyed the improv of old Red there, but with Kalimvor, I'm gonna give it to you too, Red.
That was a spicy meatball.
So
I
spicy.
remember the spicy meatballs.
Mm,
Bravo.
good, good. I was on the edge of my seat with that one.
Well, that one could have went anywhere, but I rolled a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't
Well,
go there.
the night is still young and two barbarians are unsupervised out in town.
With literally just about all the gold y'all have, 2 barbarians
Yes,
are
yeah.
out on the town.
And we think everything's cheap, so this is great.
This is gonna go amazing.
We
Just,
have a
just so you know,
plan.
you don't have all of my gold, but
And
That's
again,
okay.
Rourke realized that, which is why he said he only has X amount to offer, because he has to hold on to the rest of it for the barter,
Right.
which you are going to
But
have
if
to reimburse him.
but if it's such a good deal.
Hey, Rourke's a barbarian. He might be a statue, but I like to think he has enough social graces to kind of not take all the money and spend it.
does he though?
I mean, if it's supposed to
Yes,
be
Yes.
roll.
true,
Yes.
I mean,
Now, Kenji, on the other hand,
That is a very good point, because Kenji has Genji upstairs, and Genji is
Mhm.
probably going, "Hey, I
spend.
say, I say, that looks like a very good deal over there, Genji."
Yes.
The question
He's
is
ready
is
to
he
spend
is
everybody's money.
is he as dumb as you, economically speaking?
well, and
Well,
the other
Rourke,
question is, does he want to
uh,
come out and take it?
Rourke's not dumb. He's just uncharismatic, is his thing.
Mm.
So Rourke would take, unless Kenji takes over. Rourke was going to look for the first pseudo figure of authority, be it a guard or someone who looks important, and he was going to basically start asking questions again, like we're supposed to be fulfilling a contract that someone from another town gave us to do until the respective party that's supposed to be finding us makes contact.
Mm.
There's nothing wrong with asking questions. We had a wonderful tailor said, "Hey, there's a beautiful babe somewhere in Jandrel. She is my
Roll
muse."
roll me a roll me a perception check based on the parts of the town you've seen thus far.
Both of us, or
Yeah, both of you.
Ooh, with
okay.
a natural 20, that's going to bring it up to a
Wow.
23.
I rolled a
Nice.
21.
Whoa.
Awesome. What a swing. Oh my gosh, the comeback of the century. Wow. Something something Dodgers winning whatever. That's fantastic. So you guys have been, despite your inability to grasp basic economics, um, you do have a sense of what you're looking for in terms of a person. Raven hair down to the waist, model's frame, cheekbones that could cut like diamonds. Um, yeah, you're not seeing anyone in the parts of town you've been in so far that resembles that. In fact, not even close. Dang near the prevalence of elvish blood in this town is concentrated uh among the
Like,
population.
uncharacteristically,
They're basically every hair color you have come across is some shade of blonde or red or light brown, but all the elvish kind of features, which, although are beautiful, are most assuredly not to the caliber that you have had described to you.
Riker's human, right?
Riker is human.
Cornelius is
Human.
human.
Yeah.
So why mm, that now I'm gonna say
Prevalence of blonde.
that with that natural 20 Roarn's something is not again. There's a lot of things not lining up, and right now there's too many perfect looking people around, and just because Roarn is here, he recognizes not everybody is of a divine heritage, so there should not be this many beautiful people around in a place like this.
Roll me a history check, Rourn.
All right, that one is only going to be a 14.
That's still enough. So you, based on the knowledge you have of this continent and all the travels you did for the Empress while you worked for her, you know that the initial settlement of this town was a core group of about 30 elves and about 10 humans, who were an enclave of artisans. And the town grew up around the trade that they plied. Obviously, marriages were had, children sprung up, and intermingling occurred uh, from this very small group of individuals. Um, Not in like a creepy banjo sort of way, but there's most assuredly a prevalence of certain genetics in this top population. Um, Elves are gorgeous, but they're not the kind of austere beauty that your tragically talented tailor described to you.
No, and the fact that the tailor, I mean, it had to have been at least somewhat recently, or at least
Yes.
left enough of an impact on him out of a crowd like this. So the fact that he's asking these questions about such a person and is getting nothing back.
Well, he didn't actually say he asked around about her. He says he glimpsed her once and she has occupied his mind ever since.
Yes, Roran's asking the questions is the fact of
Sorry.
he left such an impact on him.
Mm.
And now he's asking questions and like is drawing blanks and he's seeing nothing but blonde hair, blue-eyed people.
Hmm.
Something's not lining up here.
Or you may just have not looked in the right place yet.
I was just about to say, like, maybe if she is so different and so like stark in her beauty, maybe we're not on the right side of town.
It's very possible.
But where would such a lady
It's not like
reside?
Jandrel's a big place.
Is there any chance that she
Is there any
works
aristocratic
for
part?
Cornelius Tor or whatever? Is there a
I mean,
chance that she's at the castle?
Roran tried to get his attention before, and he said it wasn't a good time. We could try to go back to the Sealbearer's house and try and ask him again. I mean, the night is young. In fact,
Yeah.
it's very young. The sun's only just set.
Right, right. Okay.
If you want to explore more of the town, you're welcome to do so.
Sounds to me like they want to go back to the mansion and talk to Cornelius.
Oh Lord, if that's what y'all want to do.
We are
I
at
was
one.
merely
We're
making a
giving the
suggestion that if she looks as different as everybody's saying she looks, maybe she is under the employment, whatever, of the
or
higher ups.
someone like them
Yes.
would have some
Okay.
kind of knowledge.
Right. Right.
We're giving the party time, and also it's kind of a Ford for the first time in probably his entire life is allowing himself to bend a little, so to speak.
And Kenji is here for it.
And she's helping him bend.
Yes.
And also because he's like, if he's back at the end, this would inevitably just turn into a bullying Riker day.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
admittedly is like your favorite pastime.
For the quota has been met. For the amount of times that Riker has tried to bully Roarn very unsuccessfully. Roorn has given back. But Roorn, if anything, he never gives unless something was given to him. It's always a tit for tat. Once it's been equalized, nothing else happens until another offense has been given, and then like, it's one of those. He
Yeah.
will never instigate, but he will always finish.
Yeah. As you were
Ladies
taught.
don't start fights, but they will finish them.
Yes, yes, yes. Such an underrated movie.
Right.
Um, even though it involves cats. Um,
Especially because it involved cats.
no, it's a cute movie, and the musical numbers
Mm.
are actually really good. All right. So make the decision. Do you want to scour the town as best you can, or do you want to go back and like ask Cornelius
Let's go back to
more?
Cornelius. I feel like
Okay.
Let's do the thing that the DM is obviously trying to get us not to do, because that sounds like fun.
Care. I genuinely don't care. It's
right. We're friends of Dassel, and we're just asking about a person.
Yeah,
mhm.
exactly.
What?
Just
The
make
worst he
it
can say is no, and if he skylines himself, that gives us more of a reason to go back to Lydle and inadvertently fuel his feud. I see it as a win-win.
I do too. I see nothing wrong with this. Oh my gosh. So fantastic.
And hey, if the rest of if more party, maybe we learn some of what Riker's hiding.
Oh, sweet lord. All right. It's probably right at dusk about now, and the town is no less industrious around you. But as you loom up out of the darkness in front of normal people, they almost kind of shy away from you, sort of like sharks going through large pools of minnows. You do wonder why you're being like stood off from by this population. Uh, but it makes it easier to get through town, so
Yeah.
you can't really argue with the results. You reach the bottom of what's essentially the approach road to the Tor estate, and there is a gate at the end of this approach road. It's metal, more or less decorative. It does have a lock on it, and it looks like, based on the time of night it is, that lock has been freshly utilized.
Is there a guard or anybody nearby?
Not that you can see offhand. If you want to roll a perception check, that's fine.
Probably
Yeah.
so. Will be a 22.
Okay.
18.
You peer between the bars, both of you, of this estate gate, and you're squinting into like the coming darkness as lights are kind of gently flickering to life at the top of the gate's ramparts and among the beautiful garden space that you have seen a few times now. Um, and you hear like a rustling in some measure of shrubbery beyond the gate, and a muttering as if under one's breath in Elvish. Neither of you speak Elvish, I take it.
No.
I figured.
Excuse me. Understand it's a wee bit late. We just wanted the briefest of moments to speak with the seal bearer. We were instructed to come back later. He will just lift his arm, clearly show he's not just some
Some rando.
tourist. Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
some pleb.
I understand. I have been in your position. 5 minutes is all we ask. We'll be on your way. You can lock the gate up and you can ignore everyone else that comes up to the gate. We just need 5 minutes of the seal bearer's time.
The individual who steps out of the bushes is very clearly dressed as like a groundskeeper, and he is sucking on the knuckle of the hand that you startled him into slicing open on this rose bush
Hmm.
and scowling over his knuckles at you as you make your plea. And roll me a persuasion check.
All right. That one's not going to be as great. 5.
I would say.
You don't
Again,
know the exact
Lawrence.
words, of what this elvish individual says to you, but you can tell the tone of it. He is cursing your bloodline and walks away with his hedge trimmers at his side, shaking his blonde head like the audacity of these dang
Hey,
celebrities who think they can just waltz up.
Roorn brings out the captain voice, and the voice booms. Intimidation.
All
I
right.
said 5 minutes. A seal bearer, the champions of Desul, were told to come back. We are coming back. And if you are not going to give me your name to explain why, I will give your name to the seal bearer, and he will find a new groundskeeper. I said 5 minutes. Surely your life is worth that.
He turns around and
Natural 20 for a 23 intimidation.
you're not gonna believe me, but I swear to you, I just rolled a natural 22.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh.
I recognize that's very, like, aplomb or appropriate in this moment. I promise you it was natural. Um, this individual turns around and does, like, at the boom of your voice, because no one expects it to be quite that loud or aggressive until it happens, and turns around suddenly and says, "Listen, if I had the authority to open that gate, I assure you, I would consider it. But if I open that gate and I'm not authorized to do so, it's not gonna be you that kills me, it's gonna be the Tors. So, sorry, come back in the morning."
I suppose it would be too much for you to ask the person who does have the authority, because that would probably be the seal bearer, isn't it?
Fine.
Nope.
Fine.
Yep. Nope. Norm was like, he's trying to see if there was a middleman. If it's literally straight to the seal bearer, he's not here to get people killed. It's
I will go ask the guard. But if I get turned into fertilizer, it's your fault. And he walks away up the path and disappears around a hedge. And you wait. And you
not
wait.
trying. I'm not trying to get people killed. I just wanted to.
You wait for 23 minutes total.
Ooh.
20 minutes. I say 15. Roar would be like, "We just got this person killed, didn't we?"
Kenji.
He said he was going to do the thing, but he wasn't actually going to do the thing.
Is
We
this
don't
one of
wait.
those? Yeah.
We don't wait to 23 minutes. At minute 20, Roran's just going to turn and look at Kenji of, maybe we should just come back in the morning.
Yeah. We can always make another round around town, see if we happen to see her,
Right.
and then go back to the tavern.
Right. I wasn't trying to. Legitimately was just trying to. 5 minutes was all I needed, but gods,
To
if I
be
got that mic. Gods, if I got that mic.
to be fair, a gardener has no authority, so I'm not shocked that this went the way it did.
So no, we don't wait the full 23 minutes. At minute 20, Roran and
All right.
Kenji leave.
Okay. It's fully dark now. The town has emptied out significantly. The streets are only occupied by the staggering shadows of the undead. And they pay you no heed as you walk by them on the way to the tavern. And it occurs to you that you have become unnecessarily used to the presence of undead. Not just in towns, but in your lives in general. And it kind of startles you to realize that in your previous life, before you were killed and resurrected and brought back into this world, you had maybe only seen an undead maybe a couple of other times. Kenji, at least, one other time, maybe. You, probably more often, working for the Empress. But they
Not to
weren't,
this extent.
but they were not nearly as commonplace. And it's unsettling to you how quickly you have psychologically adapted to their presence and the subtle sort of pressure that they put on you. Because the implication is they're not just there occupying for no reason. At the drop of the hat, at the command of the seal bearer of this town, they would start hurting people and killing people. And there's a lot of them. You have to wonder how much adjustment it took to the people of the towns that you have visited so far, the cities you've visited so far, to adjust to the concept of a guillotine blade hanging over your neck every single day.
Sword of Damocles, is that what the idiom is?
I suppose. Um, but these thoughts are banished from your mind as you enter the well-lit and warm tavern, which has filled up a little bit more in your absence and with the absence of dawn, with the absence of the daylight. Do you want to go upstairs? Do you want to grab a drink? Who do you want to find first?
I think we all need a light nightcap after that. And
What'd you say?
I feel like Frodo needs a nightcap, and I don't know about you, Kenji, but I could probably use after that. I think I need a nice warm drink before we all go to bed.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Roorn will go to the elvish barkeep, and he will politely, I need 5. Doesn't matter the type. Something nice and warm.
He dang near trips in his haste to yank down some highball glasses and pour what looks to be the toppity tippy most shelf liquor for you guys. And
Ew, hot liquor. Roorn
did I
specifically
say
asked
that?
for
No,
he
I
he
said
specifically
tippity top shelf liquor, not hot liquor.
no, because Roorn asked for something warm.
Oh, I
Like
didn't hear that part. My
a
apologies.
warm-ish drink. He's not looking for like a stiff drink. He wants something that's light yet soothing, like
Gotcha.
a
So
spiked hot
the
chocolate kind of like.
right. Okay, so the second half of your request registers a moment later, and he looks down at the highballs and says, "Okay," and goes to the kitchen, is gone for a few minutes, comes back with a boiling like a pot of tea, and the spices wafting off of this tea and the scent of rich apple, um, dang near makes your mouth water. It smells amazing. And he pours a measure of this tea into each of these liquor glasses and essentially makes you a hot toddy. Um,
That will do.
No
Rourn
way.
will
That's what
take.
I was going to ask for.
right?
Rourn,
Buddy.
he doesn't know what the currency is, but considering he will take 5 gold and he will place it on the counter. It doesn't matter we're selecting for free. Again, it's the disillusions
Mm-hmm.
are different. Pay for the drinks until he's told the
Mm-hmm.
actual price. Start plate 5 gold in the counter. He will say thank you, and then he will take the tray upstairs to the rooms.
All right. You go upstairs. You hear a kind of the hall down which your rooms are is mired by what is essentially stony silence. There's 2 other bedroom doors open. Those are yours. And the other 2 wait, the other There's one other bedroom door open, I think. No. Yes.
it's
So
we
you
should
would
have 3
be
rooms 'cause
yeah,
it's
you would be with
super room.
Red. Yeah, you would be rooming with Red most likely if Kenji
Nope.
goes by themselves.
Red requested a room by himself so he could scream at
Right.
Kellenvor.
So there's one door open and the other door, thank you. Sorry, I can't math. Simple math, which is really problematic. And the 2 doors that house your friends, Red and Lydle and Ryker, are shut. And there's a little bit of light coming out from under Red's door. You have no idea what he's up to, probably spooky goth stuff. And under Lydle and Riker's
How
door,
dare you?
am I wrong?
Nope.
That's right.
First to
Probably
Red's
weird
door,
goth stuff. Yeah.
tap, tap, to tap, tap, tap.
Do you answer Red?
You hear, nightcap.
Or are you too busy meditating on the darkness?
Yes, I need a drink. Let's do this.
The door opened. Roar's arm will just pass in a steaming cup placed on the ground. Give a thumbs up. Slide back from the door and close it.
Yep. Delivery achieved.
Next door. Tap, 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 tap.
Lydle, I assume you answer?
Not
Not before
yet.
Ryker. Not before Ryker jumps out of his freaking skin, though.
I was just say you I doubt you would hear. The door opens.
No,
Lydle,
Roar does not. Oh, so you open the door.
yeah. The door opens and Lydle has his rapier in such a position that if you were to move like half an inch, you would impale yourself.
Looks down.
And
Cap. Just lifts 2 cups up.
In the corner of the
Lydle
room, there's Ryker up against the wall, both hands kind of flickering. And then they go down.
Roar just looks at him, holds up a steaming cup of a hot toddy, and just like,
Lydle puts the rapier back in and takes him and in his customary ways. Thank you, my good sir. I do appreciate this. We could very, very much use a nightcap.
need to talk.
And-
level.
And Lydle melts back into the tense silence of the bedroom.
I can only imagine what has gone on in that bedroom. I'm not even gonna bother.
Yeah. I feel like we all need a hot toddy and a sleep, and then we will deal with that in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not ready to deal with that.
Yep. Roar will. I guess we're. I'll take the. Oh, there's 2 beds. I'll take that one. You take that one.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Kenji's like, what if I want the other one?
I thought it was a bunk for a second. I was gonna call the top one.
Oh my god, yes. Y'all's room is the only one with bunks. The 2 biggest individuals, the
Roar never takes the top one. He's so big, he would break.
You would
the
just
top
drape
bunk.
over it.
I would be a Kenji sandwich at that point.
Yeah.
Even like as a kid, I wanted the top bunk, but as an adult, I'm like, no, I always want the bottom bunk.
I'm terrified of falling out of the top bunk as an adult. I'm like, that would put me back a year. Like, I can't do that now.
I don't want to climb the ladder.
No.
So I like the top bunk.
That's what it is. I gotta pee like 3 times a night. I can't be on the top bunk, guys.
That's okay. I'll take the top bunk.
And that was before pregnancy. It's even worse now.
I would
take
say
a chair and hook it underneath the door so it can't be opened
Mhm.
without. Finish his toddy, and they'll just delicately place the cup to seeing how he remembers Red or Lydle doing something like that.
Yeah. That's
I would
clever.
say that
The rogues are rubbing off on you.
Lydle will give the toddy to Ryker and kind of one of those deals where you lift your drink up and then ask him if he has any spells that would lock the door.
Like alarm.
I've been looking for it, but I haven't found it.
So in that case, I'm going to ask you, Stephanie, in this room,
Yes.
Lydle will take out his rope,
Uh-huh.
and his goal is to tie the door to something so that it cannot be opened from the outside.
All right.
Or if it is open from the outside, even a little bit,
Yeah.
it will maybe there's a table there. If there's nothing there to do they can't open it at all, it will tip the table enough to drop the cup or something. And then he will put the other cup on the windowsill.
Nice. That makes sense. So with characteristic skill, you finagle a kind of makeshift alarm system. Um, you're not even worried about it. Like, there's no chance of failure. It's literally a glass balanced on a book on this, like, against this door. If the door moves even an inch, it will knock that glass off and break it. And as far as the shutters on the windows open, you actually tie the glass to the shutter so that if it were to open outward, it would come off the string and shatter on the roof or on the sill. So you're fairly confident that, haphazard though it may be, your alarm systems have a very low chance of failure.
I would say that Lydell and Ryker would try to get rest.
Do you think, Riker, you would have a struggle staying going to sleep?
I already gave myself a level of exhaustion.
Attaboy. And that's why I love playing with you guys. Lydle, you conk out like a baby, I assume.
I'm not sure with after that. He's got a lot on his mind.
Okay. Do you want to roll for exhaustion or not?
Well, I'm sitting here wondering if. So I know that during the midnight hour, his internal clock will wake him up no matter what.
Yes,
So
that's
I would
established
say that
canonically.
at the first part, he struggles with sleep,
Mm.
and if nothing happens to where his internal clock would wake him up, I would say that at that point he's able to sleep the rest of the night.
Okay.
So what would you like me to roll for the exhaustion?
Roll me a, let's say, Constitution saving throw. If you get a
Well, that's a
10,
plus.
10 or 10 or young, 10 or small, 10 or younger, 10 or lower. I am problematic,
Well,
guys.
I got a
10 or
3.
lower.
So.
I'd say you get the level of exhaustion.
I say I got one.
Yeah, so the two of you are just in stony silence in this dark room, separately consumed by your thoughts on your beds. In the moment of, you're so close to each other. You're only a couple, like 6 to 8 feet apart on your separate beds, but in that moment you feel, for the first time in your friendship, like you are in fact miles away from each other. And that's as much hard to reckon with as the subject matter that you are each ruminating on. As I
Those hot
think that's
toddies
as
probably aren't helping. They probably just jittered you up.
they do have a lot of sugar in them, believe it or not.
Mm.
I think that's as good a scene as any to end it on tonight. Um, boy, time flies when you're having fun. Um, we are the Holy Rollers. God bless you all. And it wasn't captured on the initial audio, but I'm Stephanie, your dungeon master, telling you it's time to sanitize your phones. It's nasty. Um, God bless you all. Have an excellent rest of your evening. Bye.
Bye.